Maybe them guys will come on after we get going. Let's go ahead and get the countdown going. All right. Let's go ahead and get this party started here. Um, let's go ahead with the introductions. Then we're gonna go ahead and hop right on there. We wasted a little bit of time, so we running a little bit late. So we're gonna get going right away here. Barry, you want to kick it off as far as with the introductions?
All right. How everybody doing this evening? This is Barry B. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate in Houston and surrounding areas, you can give me a call at 832-786-1270. You can go to homesbybarryb.com, or you can go in Google, do hashtag Homes by Barry B, and I'm on all social media. You can send me a direct message. You can call me. You can email me. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. You can get a hold of me, and let's talk about your goals for yourself and your family.
Gotcha. Yep. So let me go ahead. I think Hyman dipped off, but let's go ahead and get it started. My name is Brandon B. Dixon. NMLS 1541210 is at Billionaire Loan. Also on all social media. Go to my YouTube as well. You can go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend to tell a friend at Billionaire Loan. Also on YouTube. Again, right now it's buying season, so it's starting to pick up. Everybody's trying to get going, but get in the new school districts before the school starts in August. So now's the time to buy. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me go and get you pre-qualified so you can find a new home this summer before the prices get outrageous. So go to www.applywithb. You can book me for a consultation, or go ahead and get pre-qualified. Call me 24/7, 832-775-8357. You call me 24/7 long as it's about business. Also, you could go to www.brandonbdixon.com if you want to go ahead and list your property, you want to invest, you want to finance, or however you want to do it. You want me to consult you, I can do that as well. Last but not least, go to my website, www.clcinvestmentclub.com. If you want to go ahead and become part of our investment club, we got some nice prospects and properties for you, so you can go ahead and start mitigating your risk. Let us mentor you into the real estate investing business. Hyman, I got you queued up, so go ahead and introduce yourself, and we'll go ahead and get this party started.
What's going on? It's Hyman with H&L Premier Realty, here to help you with your real estate needs. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, invest, feel free to give me a call, 832-235-0985. Any questions? Be more than happy to help out.
Gotcha. All right. So let's go ahead and get it started. I'm going to get in pretty quickly. I've been watching lately. Everybody's kind of pre-distracted with this, hip hop beefs and all this other stuff, and nobody's really paying attention, like what's going on with the economy and all kind of other stuff. So I ran across this clip that kind of inspired me. This is a deep. It's not as shallow as you think. This is going to be a two-part question. Of the theme of this show is the first question is real philosophical. So this is going to be a philosophical show. A guy asked, a black millionaire asked, can anybody be rich? That's the question. Can anybody be rich? So And that's kind of a loaded question. Let's watch the clip first. Let's react to it, and then we're gonna get into the overall bigger discussion. Will home ownership be a thing for the rich? Will the poor man get priced out? Will will the American dream be only for the elite here coming soon? So let's talk about all of this. So we're gonna get into that. Let's first get into this first clip, which sparked the debate. I like philosophical stuff, man. All right.
That, bro. But why is our people the ones that's preaching that when no other culture is saying that every human being can be rich? Especially our people. I don't like when our people say, yo, you can't be rich, nigga, because you black.
When you say about content, right, that's exactly what the slave owners used to want. They didn't want us to have anything. You're speaking their language.
You got to understand something, bro. So back in 2019, in 2020, I didn't do nothing for my birthday. I sat down. I didn't do shit. I didn't want to celebrate. Everybody was like, come out and celebrate. No, I don't have shit to celebrate. It's only to celebrate once you get to somewhere in life. And then we can fast forward. Now, my birthday is March the 15th. And obviously, if we just looking at this is just me showing the dates. March the 15th. I made $92,000. $15,000 the next day. $19,000. No such thing as sitting down on your ass. Yeah. We as black people can make whatever the hell we want to make.
Like I said, everybody can be a chief, bro.
I made $3 million my first year in business because I had that king mindset. The reason why I got a $5.some million mansion, because I said, okay, listen, I can be a king. That shit ain't just for white people. This shit ain't just for no Queen Elizabeth. My daughter don't know the damn difference between that royalty and ours.
That's what the black community needs, is being content.
Bro, why we gotta be content when we're at the lowest?
All right, so boom, I'm gonna open it up, man. What y'all think about that clip? What you think about that? That's an interesting point, man. Interesting point.
So was the other guy playing devil's advocate or something? Or is that what he?
Nah, it's what do you think? Like, what do you think? Can everybody can't do the same thing?
I think everybody can, but will everybody? That's two different things.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody can be. Well, what is rich? Maybe that's one of the things there. What is rich?
Right.
What's rich to one person might not be rich to another.
Right. Well, that's
I think everybody can be rich. Yeah.
Right.
Now one thing that he said that resonated when he said everybody can't be a chief. Did you hear that?
Right. Well, that's the both sides got interesting point. That's what I meant. Everybody can't be a chief. That's very true as well.
Mm-hmm.
But do you need to be a chief to be rich?
No, I don't think you do. Maybe you need to be a chief of your village, but you don't need to be a chief of their village, somebody else's village.
Right.
I think everybody can.
You think? So you say
that's something to think about.
Right. That's what
that's man over there smiling. Your volume, you're on mute.
Right.
I said, think about it, Barry. That's why he told you. Why you got your time.
I know. I spoke too soon.
That is a very hard.
Everybody can. Yeah.
Right.
And knowing that we dealing with B, there's a loaded question back there somewhere that he's gonna want us to try to draw out.
Oh, he already said it was two parts.
Yeah, he's gonna want us to draw something out some kind of way. So we get caught up in trying to figure out what's B alternative motive so we can stay on track and then still stay true to what we believe. I've learned that. What's that?
That's the whole thing. Is like, what's your natural reaction? It's supposed to be a reaction.
The natural reaction. I think you picked that one because it plays to both sides of every man. So we want to be wealthy, we want to be rich, but we also don't want to seem like we're being greedy. We don't want to seem like we're not happy with what we've accomplished in our life so far. So it shows a duality role. And for old boy who has the big house, his emphasis was you don't have to think that way. You can have whatever you want. And the key word is whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to think that just because we black, we can't have the finer things. We can't be wealthy. We can't have these things.
Oh yeah.
So he hit it from a mentality perspective, but both of them was to steal the mentality of every man at some point in their life, right? At some point in our life, we all think like the first guy, which was just to be content and be happy that we got a house and be happy that we're able to save some money and be happy that we're able to have our kids have some things that they want, to be content with what we've accomplished. And some of us go so far as to say what the Lord has blessed us with. Yes, you have that duality a part of us. But in order to reach that quote unquote, like say that 1% of the 1%, you got to have old boys mentality. Like I can have whatever I choose to have, however I choose to have it.
Right.
And it's just up to me.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, we can be as wealthy as we choose to be. So I think it's a twofold situation. But if I have to jump on one side, I'm gonna jump on the side and say yes, we can be as wealthy as we choose.
And I mean, and then one thing, like he was saying, it is a mindset. Don't think that you can't have it because you're black or because of whatever. I mean, there's people that that's had nothing and that are very successful or rich.
Right.
Don't let your situation dictate. It's a mindset. It's a mindset.
So I'm gonna go deep on this, man. I like the deep philosophical, and we touched on this about Stephen and I. I don't know if everybody used to be a fan of the Power of Ownership podcast show, but we touched on something similar to this. We didn't talk about riches or anything, but we touched on the mentality. So yes, I agree with both sides. However, let's take it another twist. That is true. That yes. There's an old cliche, whether you think you will or you think you won't, either way, you're right. Yeah. Right? So, yes, I kind of agree with both sides. Like, in order to be at the top, you got to have somebody at the bottom. So, that's true as well. So, if everybody's rich, then there would be no concept of rich at that point.
Yeah. Then you're not rich.
Right. Then at that point, you're not rich. So by, definition, then you got to define rich. What is rich? Are we talking monetary? Are we talking health? Are we talking family? Are we talking smiles? Are we talking laughs? So let's define rich.
Yeah.
My definition of rich is when the money works for you, when you ain't got to work for the money. That's my definition of rich. When you don't have to, when the money works for you and you no longer have to work for the money, that is rich. So that's how I would define it. I don't know. And from there, let's take it a step deeper. This is what we talked about on the Power of Ownership podcast. I want to see if y'all can vibe with me on this. Let's take the premise that Hyman was talking about. Like, yeah, you can if you're in that mind frame. Saying what Barry B said. Do people that's on the bottom at that point want to be on the bottom?
Some.
No, they don't want to be on the bottom. That's all they know is the bottom. Yeah. They've only seen what's at the top either be on their cell phones, on TV, but never have really had someone within their circle to actually achieve more than what they have. Right. So let's not say from the bottom all the way up to a Bill Gates status, right? A few of us may know somebody who has that level of wealth, but from someone who's coming out the hood, like from where I'm from, to see someone who where I'm from own a home, that's a step up. Say, okay, yes, it's possible I can do that because I know him and I came from the same hood as him, and he was able to do it. And I can feel comfortable asking him, how did he get there? So no, nobody wants to be at the bottom, but they don't have an example or somebody they can talk to or relatable to them to show them how to take the next step from the bottom.
They don't know how to
trying to go to be the Bill Gates.
They don't know how to get up there. Okay,
let me get you to understand what I'm saying. So, let's follow the formula. If it's a matter of me able to do it, and all I had to do is put my mind frame to it, and wouldn't everybody want to be successful and want to be rich at that point if it was that easy? So by following that formula, would it be fair to say that it's more about action than it's about mentality, and then action is an equation. You know, so it's about asking you shall receive, seeking you shall find, knocking the door will be open to you. So it's a 3-part equation. Ask is your prayer, seek is your research. That's your actual, you know, that's the action, and then actually getting your butt up and knocking. So you can't have it, you know, without that action. So if the actions show that you're on the bottom, wouldn't you by default say that, hey, I want to be here because I didn't take the action to not be here?
To use that analogy of seeking you shall find, knocking the door shall be open to you. They're not speaking of seeking wealth. That's in terms of speaking spiritual health. But a lot of us believers don't tend to use that in every form of our life, like how we should. And that's a problem on us as a believer. But yes, right. in practical terms, in using the definition of the word, yes, you have to seek the information. You have to get up and go and find it. But we only use that in a spiritual term, not necessarily.
You have to have the action. Yeah.
We don't. We just consider that spiritually, right? We don't.
And if we want to keep it spiritual like that, what does it say? Faith without works is dead.
It's dead.
Yeah. So I mean, you can
have a faith, but if you're not doing it, so I mean, you need that mindset. But that mindset is going to have you to go on in that direction to actually do.
Your faith enables you the actual strength in order to do it without any fear, because it's already promised to you. So with that equation being said, would it be not safe to say that if you're promised this, and it's all about the action and the results, and that's what counts in this particular plane, would it be safe to say that some people want to be in the condition that they're in?
No.
I don't think they want to be, but
by no means that they want to be there. It's that they don't understand any other way to be there.
I think maybe they get comfortable in that position. They might not want to be there, but they get comfortable in that position.
All right, let me take it from this angle.
Man, what are we talking about?
Who doesn't want to be rich? You know, this is one I'm taking it a little bit old school to one of the deep philosophical. I'm in that mood where we did that, the sharpening of the mind. I never really did this in this show. I kind of surface dwell on this particular show, but this is for my old school throwback fans. Let's talk this deep philosophical, layered, peel back the onion discussion. So we played this clip about, you know, I put in the group text about the millionaire saying that it's a dual side, that, you know, anybody could be rich. You know, and then the other guy was saying, "No, you can't have. Everybody can't be a chief. You know, you can't. If you're at the top, somebody got to be at the bottom." I added further, like, if everybody was rich, then there would be no concept of rich at that point. You know, so it wouldn't exist. So there are, in this particular density, winners and losers. So wouldn't you know, and that was actually the name of the show, Winners and Losers. So look it up for anybody. You know, so. I'm rehashing that old ownership podcast show. So by default, the people that's losing, you know, and not where they want to be, would you not say, based on the equation, that asking you shall receive, seeking you shall find, knocking the door should be open unto you. What you get is what you want. That's what you got. You know, you're not doing anything to change it, or you're doing detriment to keep yourself like that. So is that not what you want?
I mean, I even seen that with clients, like people that wanted to be clients and wanted to be a homeowner, and they said they prayed to have faith that it was going to happen, but they weren't doing nothing about it.
Right.
So nothing happened.
Yeah, faith without work is dead. It doesn't mean anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's the debate. Would it be safe to say, if you're not doing anything to make this happen, that you really won't?
Yeah. Like I
really
said back
want
in
what
the
you
day,
got?
you don't work, you don't eat.
Right.
But I think but you're trying to say if they're not trying to do it, and that's what they want to do.
That's what
They
they want.
want to be. They want to be there if they're not trying to do, or if they're not doing anything to get out of that situation.
Right. If I say I want to go to the club and I don't leave the house, do I really want to go to the club?
Hey, if you don't throw on the slacks with the lemon pepper steppers,
Right.
you ain't trying to do nothing.
Hyman, did you get that? If I say I want to go to the club and I don't leave my house, did I really want to go to the club or do I want to stay at the house?
I don't know in these times though. To be honest with you, I really don't.
You get the
Hey, but
analogy.
that's just like a realtor saying, "I want this much business, but don't pick up the phone and lead generate or anything like that.
Right.
It ain't gonna fall in your lap."
Right. So that's the definition. I mean, this is
Yeah, I
the
come
debate.
in dropping jewels, baby.
Yeah, right, man.
Right. So that's the
I was
debate.
actually excited to talk about this one though, but B kind of got me sidetracked a little bit.
Well, that was the whole thing. Like, you know, I kind of went there immediately. I was gonna lead up to it, but I just kind of went there. Like, that's the whole thing. Is like, I think we right where we want to be.
Okay.
Because if you wanted to do something about it, you'll do it.
Yep.
And that's what separates some from others.
I'm gonna disagree with you on that one.
You know,
All right.
the
So
ones that
well,
want to be there, they're doing it.
well, put the formula in place. Present your case. All right. So you saying that people want to be rich right now? Who wouldn't want to be rich? Who wouldn't to be wealthy? And there's people that want to do it, but they hadn't done it yet. Why hadn't they done it yet?
You want to go, CJ? Because you haven't had a chance to answer this phase of his question.
So, what are we talking in general?
Right.
Yeah.
So no, but you the one that said that you disagree. So you got. I'm trying to get you to present your case. Like, what you disagree.
My case is this. My case is this. I'm going to speak personally from someone who came from nothing to have something.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know I didn't have anything until I became an adult to realize, oh, I don't have anything yet.
Okay.
Right. I didn't really have anything until I started mingling with people who had more than what I had to realize, oh shit, I don't have anything. I have not accomplished anything. Once you realize that, at that point, it's up to you to take the next step. Now, it takes you to have some maturity as a man to say, well, you know what? I want these things. Am I trying to take Bill Gates status? Am I necessarily trying to get to that upper echelon? Not in the beginning. The first step is to technically be where you're supposed to be at your age. As a 45-year-old man, I own a home, which I should own a home. I should be having the financial means to take care of my children and my household. At this point, I think the stats show between the ages of 40 and like 55, that is the highest. That is your highest. You should be earning your highest wages between that age. At this point, that's where I'm at. I would like to grow and get more, of course, by taking other means and necessary steps to do so. So to say that a person who's at the bottom don't want to be there, that's not the case. That's all. If a person's at the bottom and all they know is the bottom, that's what they think. That's what they think the top is where they are.
I don't know, bro. Maybe back when we was coming up, but nowadays with the age information, everything in the palm of your hand, you kind of got
the age. Okay, even in the palm of your hand. If you take a group of 20-year-olds, they're all 20. They're all in the same space. All they know is that group. Anything above that group, they don't know it because they have not intertwined with those folks or intertwined in those situations. Until they start reacting and get in those spaces to realize, oh, damn, I'm not where I'm supposed to be, they're going to think they're right where they should be. Because based on who they're around and the situation that they're in.
Well, not necessarily, because you got 20-year-olds dropping out Lambos and playing video games, making, like T-Pain said, making $60,000 an hour playing video games.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, and they're quite aware of this.
I don't disagree with that. Like I said, you take a group of 20-year-olds who are in the same space.
Right.
Now, the person they see you playing the video games, do they know who they are? Are they in those situations? Are they in those circles? No.
Like CJ said, back when, before the age of internet where you only knew like your surrounding peers. Now that those boundaries are gone. Now you have it's an international global thing where you see people all over the world.
You with your 20 partners, but you see somebody in Atlanta or LA or somewhere else doing way more.
Right.
But you don't. Here's the thing: do you have access to that person in Atlanta doing way more? Yeah, you can hit them on the DM and hopefully they respond. Yeah, you could try to hit them on whatever, whatever they use nowadays to talk to each other other than a phone call. Yes, you could try that. But if they're not in that person that you can talk to every day to provide information to help you get to the next space that you need, that you would like to be, it's totally different.
I think you're getting also.
It's plenty of people giving free game.
Right.
You don't even have to necessarily reach out to that particular person.
I'm hearing a bunch of excuses. You getting off
a bunch of excuses.
Yeah, it's a bunch of excuses.
Man, please.
Let me tell you why. So the thing
you good to go back and forth as far as saying using technology in today's time. Very true. 100% true.
Right.
But you're only going to get if you want to use that analogy, you're only going to get a portion of the context of how to get there. If me coming on and watching the podcast with some people who I don't know talking about real estate, okay, that was great. But I can call CJ right now, CJ, and ask it and get granular with CJ and see that if you get to this point, you do this, then this, and this. That is more valuable than what I saw in that podcast who I can't reach. Now, if I didn't have CJ in my circle, then there's some information that I could have missed because there's a wealth of information with them, just using that as an example. Yes, there are people like CJ who can give out a wealth of a percentage of the game when you want 100% of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but it's enough to get you started. It's
enough to get you started to figure out, okay, I got to come back to you and hopefully I create a relationship with you. Once again, it's about whom they are running with and who's taking those steps to get that next level of information or detail.
And it's a law of attraction. It's like once you start getting in that space where you start putting in that work, I'm
confused. You kind of contradicting yourself. You said that yes, everybody could get rich, right? And you disagree with me by saying that people that are in a condition, they want to be in that current condition, because if they wanted to be out of the current condition, they would be out of the current condition. So it's like, all right, you kind of all over the place. Like you got to stick to one side, So is it that you think that you can be rich?
Yes, I think you can be wealthy.
All right. So if that's the case, what will be stopping you?
I think the fact that the mindset, and I think a lot of have to do with your circle.
So again, stop right there. So if your mindset is stopping you in your circle, wouldn't you be safe to say that you would change your mindset and change your circle? If that's what you want to achieve, right?
Yep.
Would it be safe to say that? Because you say everybody can, and let's take it to degrees. If you wanna do something, wouldn't you say that? All right, like I said earlier, if you say you wanna, if I say I wanna slim down and I'm at Voodoo Donuts, do I really want to slim down?
I mean, they got vegan donuts though.
Let's take another analogy. I said I want to quit smoking, but I'm blazing up every 5 minutes. Do I really want to quit smoking? Isn't it a layer of action there? What you do really defines you. Am I right or wrong? I got too deep. You know what I'm saying? Let me go. Let's go back into the. You know what I'm saying? We can stand up in the water. You know what I'm saying? So
the issue for me is when you speak this way. I think you like to speak this way just to see if you could create a massive, great dialogue versus just being transparent about who we are as people, because we all have flaws that we want to accomplish certain things that we just don't make it for one reason or another. But to the premise of can you be wealthy? Yes, you can. How do you change your mentality? You change the people that you're around. That is the biggest thing. And if it requires you to get to know someone else other than the circle that you have, that's it. But you believe that because you got the world in your palm, that opens those people up to you. No, that opens up their facade to you. That opens up the image that they want you to see to you.
You get sidetracked.
Okay.
This is basically a philosophical
I don't
debate. Not to say the argument. We were just rebutting you saying that, hey, this is all I see. Like, nah, that can't be true because you can see everything nowadays. The philosophical argument is that, hey, if I want this to happen, you know, and I'm steadily getting this result, you know, all right, I want to, let's say I want to paint this beautiful, colorful picture, and I'm steadily picking up the pencil to draw. Do I really want a colorful picture? Why am I keeping picking up a pencil? I really want to draw something in color. Why don't I pick up a crayon? Why don't I pick up a paintbrush? Why do I keep on picking up a pencil? So would it be safe to say that I'm really doing what I really want to accomplish? I really want a black and white picture. I really don't want a colorful picture. I really want a black and white picture because that's what I'm doing.
Philosophically, no, because if you're drawing a color,
you saying that
if you want to go philosophically,
do something, I could want something and could do something else and still accomplish that.
No.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is that it takes incremental steps. By the fact that I'm picking up the pencil to try to draw something colorful and use different shades of the black and white, because between black and white makes gray. That's another color other than black and white. If you want to be philosophical. Thank you.
Okay. So I'm gonna get the pinks and the oranges from that.
What was that?
I'm gonna get the pinks and the oranges from that.
The pinks and the oranges from that?
Yeah, I'm gonna get pinks, oranges, fluorescence. I'm gonna get all these colors if I'm just using a pencil.
Colorfulness is an odd person who believes it. Some people be black, white, and gray are pretty.
Maybe you start with the pencil and then you come back with the rest of the colors.
Right, but my point is, if I wanted to do that, why not pick up the paintbrush or pick up the Crayola or pick up the marker?
If you have it, yeah, you pick it up. If you have it,
right.
You didn't identify that the person had the colors, the crayons right. With the purple, red, and green.
I'm looking at the crayons right now. Why would I pick up the crayons? Why I keep picking up the pencil?
Could they be colorblind? I got one for you. Could you? I didn't miss nothing. You said first you said why not orange? I said maybe that person believes black, white, and gray is colorful enough to them.
No, I mean,
I see that ain't right. That ain't fair. That ain't fair.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
I get what you're saying, but you want to be philosophical about it.
That's misdirection. That's not philosophical.
Oh, that's misdirection.
Yeah, so I mean, the whole point is, I want fluorescent colors. I want the shit to look like this.
The whole point is you trying to make us say that what you're saying is right. That's the whole point. You want to say you're right.
No,
you are right. You are accurate in the perception that you're coming across. You are accurate in the theological and philosophical.
Theological has something to do with God. So,
my bad, though. Yeah, you're on your word day today. My bad. You're on your word day today. Go ahead.
Yeah. So now we're talking philosophically. If I wanted something, I mean, I think y'all missing that. I thought this it went a whole lot smoother when I was with Steve. You know what I'm saying? He was on the same frequency when I was talking about.
I understand what you're trying to say. You're basically saying that if you want it and you're not trying, then you don't really want it.
Really don't want it.
Okay, yeah, so exactly. that doesn't make for great discussion.
That's basically what he's saying.
That's what he's saying. Ain't no basically. Yeah, but that doesn't make for great discussion. He wants to have a great discussion. Say the word.
That is a great discussion. So
no, if we say, well, yes, you're right, B. If the person wants to paint in color and they have access to color, but they choose to pick up a pencil, then do they really want to paint in color? No, they don't.
Right.
That's create great discussion.
Yeah, do because now let's take a look at.
But if they picking up the gray, did they really want to paint in color in the first or draw in color? If they picking up the pencil,
right? But they picking up the pencil.
That's his point.
Right. So let's take a look at the people abroad. Do people really, really want to be rich? Do people really want to be wealthy? They like it. They look at it, but do you really want?
When you say people, I mean, well, what do you mean? Everybody?
Right. Well, you're talking about the general population. Do most people, if they say it, some people will tell you straight out they don't want to be rich.
Oh, I believe that.
Right. So this don't forget the original.
But the question isn't do they? Is can they?
Right,
I
right.
think everybody can do something,
right.
but
let's
do they want to? That's two different questions.
I'm getting somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting somewhere. So if you don't want to, that don't forget the matter follows mind. If your mind is made up, that inhibits your capability. There's no way I can do something if my mind say I can't. Or my mind say I don't want to.
Because you manifest through your subconscious, and your subconscious don't know whether you playing or you serious.
Right. Are y'all following me now?
Mm-hmm.
So if you say,
hold on, man, we follow you, man. Nobody never did not follow you. We're just trying to create a hell of a discussion with you, though. That's what we're trying to do. If you notice, nobody really said nothing because nobody disagrees because you make a valid point. But I'm gonna try to combat and be battle with you just to create the discussion that you're looking for.
Well, sometimes a lucid discussion is not
lucid.
Yeah, lucid means clear.
You almost cussed you out, B, just for the hell of it. I almost cussed you out, man.
What I done jumped in on? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm late to the party. What's going on?
They on that Drake Kendrick Lamar energy tonight.
Come on. Good statement, B. I mean, good statement. See, that was it. We're on that Drake Kendrick Lamar shit. I'm coming out the hood. Nigga, I want to be brother. I just trying to figure out how to do it.
Discussion doesn't necessarily mean you have to disagree. I mean, so look at Steven and I, but back in the day, we very seldomly disagree, but we always had our discussions on philosophy. I have watched the Power of Ownership podcast. The only people I see on there was Barry B. I never seen Steven. I have to go find that one? Yeah, that was before. Yeah, you must.
How far back I got to go back? Because I've been back 2-3 years. So
3 years, about 4-5 years.
Oh, 4-5 years. All right.
Yeah, pre-COVID.
Yeah, so there's one called Winners and Losers, but I'm kind of revamping that, but we got a hell of a lot further, quicker. You know what I'm saying? We disagreeing on the beginning stuff because I'm trying to go somewhere. So
get where you're going, man. Get where you're going. You got the GPS. Go ahead and go where you're going, man.
So with that being said, if most people want to be unfortunate, they want to be at the bottom, they want to be down on their luck, would you recant the statement that everybody can be rich? Or is this something meant to be where they are? There's winners and there's losers.
Quick little thing, just what you just said there. So if somebody is not rich, does that mean they're on the bottom?
No, I'm saying, but there's levels.
They're about to be.
Right. There's levels. We getting there. So So would you be safe to say that wherever you're at, that's where you want to be? Because don't forget, whether you is or you ain't, either way you right.
We talking about status level? We talking about status level of people pockets? Is that what we talking about?
I mean, somewhat. I mean, the original discussion was, and I'm about to play some more clips to kind of support this. The original
question, want to be a millionaire. It was a question.
Well, a millionaire was getting into it with the dude. It was the dual question. Both of them had good points. One of them said that everybody can be rich, and then one of them said, well, everybody can't be a chief. In order to be at the top, you got to have somebody at the bottom. If everybody was rich, there wouldn't be a concept of rich. It would just be what it is. So in order to you got to have some variance, because if everybody was happy, then there would be no sad.
Mm-hmm.
If everybody was sad, there wouldn't be no happy. You got to have the duality. That's how this thing goes. So everybody can't. I kind of disagree. Everybody can't be. Because they don't want to be.
No, I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Well, you missed the middle part.
They can be and they want to be is two different things, though.
Well,
correct.
You missed the middle part. So if just like we was talking about with Hyman.
What? I mean, I heard everything, man. What are you talking about?
This is the part me and Hyman this was going back and forth on. If with the analogy of if I say I want to go out to the club tonight and I don't leave the house, do I really want to go to the club? That's a question for Corey.
if you say you want to go to the club and you don't leave the house,
Right.
then you know what I'm saying that has nothing to do with the potential for you to go to the club. If I said you can go to the club, but you don't want to go to the club, that's the example that you're trying to get across. The way you're wording it, you know what I'm saying, is apples and oranges. You can get out your bed and get in your car and go down to the club. You have the ability. There's nothing that's disabling you from getting in your car and going to the club. But the question is, do you want to?
Right.
Because you're sitting your ass on your couch with bonbons and potato chips. You don't want to go anywhere.
But if I don't, then I really?
Bonbons. I ain't heard that in a while.
You didn't want to, but that doesn't mean you can't. That you can't.
Right. He's talking about when he's saying you can be rich means you have the potential to be rich.
Everybody has every
potential and want is two different things.
Right. But I think y'all missing the point.
Oh, we're missing the point again, as usual.
That's a shocker. We're missing the point. I got you. Because we don't agree. Woo! I'm surprised at that.
So again, this was a lot easier with Steven, man. I'm about to get Steven back. Let me call Steven, man.
Call Steven right now. I'm tired of hearing about Steven. Call this cat so we can get in his grill. No offense, Steve, but we're gonna get in your grill, man, so we can hear what the hell you mean.
Call Steven again. Call Steven again, and then when Steven agree with us, don't hit it with, hey, Steven, you don't understand. You don't get it, Steven. You don't get it. Don't hit it with that. Don't hit it with
actually, I'm gonna have to pull this up. Actually, I'm gonna pull it up and we'll play a part of that clip and how the winners and losers Power of Ownership podcast. But
you're right, B. There are winners and losers in life, 100%. Right. And through a series of decisions
can everybody win? Can everybody win? If everybody won, then there would be no losers. I'm trying to get the big overarching thing.
Can everybody can win?
No, everybody can't win, B.
No, everybody can't win.
Look.
That's what you're trying to say. Yeah, nobody disagree with you on that, man. We're just trying to create a great discussion.
Look, I'm sitting here watching the NBA playoffs right now. You know what I'm saying? All 16 teams that end up going into the playoffs has the potential to win the championship. But are they going to win the championship? No. But everybody's in it to play and win. So I don't understand what you're talking about, B.
So everybody can be a champion.
No, that's not what he's.
Everybody, God, you not getting it, B. You're not getting it, B. Y'all, you not understanding.
They all have he's saying they all have the potential. They can't be a champion at one time.
Right. So the question again, I think it.
Oh, B, don't do us like that, man.
So you say everybody, let's take your NBA championship. So can everybody be a champion?
No, everybody can't be a champion. But can everybody have the potential to win the championship? Yes.
We're not talking about potential.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
There's potential in everything. Everything.
That's exactly what the man was saying.
All right. What man? What are you talking about?
From the video, I think.
You're talking about the video. He said everybody can be rich. What he's talking about is the potential of everybody to be rich. That's what he's talking about.
So you take that again. We try to go a little bit.
So Corey, you lurking before you get on.
Right.
Huh?
No, he sent the video on.
No, I'm just
the video.
I'm just understanding what B saying that I'm not understanding. That's all that is. That's all that is.
I'm trying to take it slow here. So if everybody can be the NBA champion, we talking about potential. We're not talking about potential because everybody got the potential to be anything. So when we talk,
that ain't true either.
Right. I'm getting there. I'm trying to make them understand. So let me mark this slow. Let me simmer this thing. So if everybody can be champions, why ain't they 16 champions?
Because there's only one.
Okay, there's only one champion. But everybody can be a champion, right?
Yeah. That's what the playoffs are for, to see who's gonna be the champion.
But
if you knew everybody has the same potential, B, if you knew exactly right now who was gonna win the NBA champion, if you knew right now, you'll go down to Vegas. Let me put $500,000 on such win the championship.
I'm trying to get deep here.
Oh, well then get out the shallow part of the pool, man. Get deep.
Right. No. My thing is this. Let's skip past this because we're not gonna get. My thing is this. I'll just stand on my premise. My premise is that if you wanted to, you can manifest anything you want to. However, there's a 3-part equation, and action is that last part. So a lot of people, they say that they want, you could potentially do everything, but let's are you going to be a millionaire? Are you going to be this? Are you going to be successful? Are you going to be rich? That's a finite thing. So can everybody be rich? Yeah, everybody has the potential, but everybody can't do it, because that's like we said, the whole laws is if everybody did it, everybody was a champion, then there wouldn't be no.
Stop right there, B. Stop right there, B. I don't
Everybody
mean to cut you off.
won.
That clip right there, you know what I'm saying? Cut it, slice it, pull it out. That's the same exact thing is all we saying. You take them last 2 sentences that you said, you know what I'm saying? We on the same page. Everything else you say outside of that, don't matter. We on the same page.
Right. So my thing is that everybody cannot. They have potential. Yeah, everybody can potentially do whatever they want. But my thing is the mind. Let's go back to the mind. I wanted to talk about the mind because this is the whole premise of the whole show. If you got in your mind that, and a lot of people, CJ hit it on the head earlier, subconsciously, you really don't want the things that you say you want. Subconsciously, you really want to experience what you're experiencing. Because if you didn't, you would do something different in order to create what you want to create.
I believe that.
I mean, it's a little bit of that. I think a little bit people are afraid.
Right.
What's the definition of insanity?
So, but
yeah,
that eats away at your theory. So, if that's the case, even whatever it might be, if it's fear, if it's Stockholm syndrome, whatever it is that deep down you really don't want this. When you peel back the onion, you really don't want to be rich. You really don't want the responsibility. You want that smoke. And so your actions show that. Just like they said with your boy Kamadi McLean. He was the 5-star, the best corner in the nation. But when he got to Colorado, that boy smoking weed, hiding in the bathroom so it won't work out. You really don't want this. You really don't. You got everything lined up, but you really don't want to be great. That boy Travis Hunter, he want to be great. He doing all the things right. He checking all the boxes. He's all about action. So your actions are going to dictate whether you can or you can't. Don't forget, yeah, everything has potential. But that inertia is what gets you to where you're going. That motion. That's what nothing else is called motion.
Agree. Yeah, you definitely got to have the action. Because hoping to do it is not going to get it done.
Right. Everybody can. I can do a lot of shit. I could be president of the United States. Is that going to happen?
You got the potential to be, B. I vote for you. I vote for you.
All right. So that's my point. That's where I'm trying to go. Is the question now is let's take the next turn. Since people don't want to really be rich, are they gonna get left behind? And do they get what they deserve? So let's go to the next clip. Oh, well, I wanted to play this clip first because it's already got it queued up, and this has nothing to do with anything, but it kind of has something to do with what I'm going at. But it's out of order, but I'm gonna play it anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's out of order, but I'm gonna play it anyway. It has something to do with it, but it's down the line.
Rate, but we don't like the neighborhood. Should we sell or rent it out? Well, let's crunch the numbers. This is why so many people do not want to sell their home right now. Let's say in 2020, they bought it for $400,000, got a loan for $360,000 at 2.5%. Their payment was somewhere around $2,000. Now, 4 years later, their home is worth $550,000. Their property taxes and insurance probably went up, so we'll call it $2,250. If they end up selling, they'll probably end up paying about $30,000 in closing costs and fees, leaving them with $520,000. They owe $262,000 on the loan, so that'll give them $258,000 cash, bring to the next home. Let's say they upgrade to a $750,000 home. $20,000 in closing costs, leaving them $238,000 to put down. Taking out a mortgage at $512,000 at 7%, their new monthly payment would be $4,406. So going from a $550,000 home to a $750,000 home with a large down payment, their monthly payment has doubled. We have a $550,000.
So I know this is out of order, but I had to throw it in there because that was already queued up. You know what I mean? So let me find this next clip, but I'll let y'all go ahead and kind of get it. I know I'm skipping steps on there, but don't forget.
How long she getting with $20,000 down on the $750,000 house?
Nah, she putting $238,000 down. She putting the equity from the
Are they
older
throwing the whole
house.
thing into it?
Yeah, she threw the whole thing in it, but it's still double is the point. She even if she take out the equity in the other home, it's still double what she was paying before.
Did she say why she was selling it?
I mean,
with those payments, one thing for sure, she ain't in Texas. That's for certain.
Right.
Did she say why? Did she say at the beginning why she was selling?
Well, people want to upgrade, you know, and like that.
It just
comparing. Is that an upgrade though?
Right. Well, upgrade. That's the point. I mean, that's one of the points. It's like, you know, what you could do before is hard to do right now, and then those are going to be privileges for the rich here soon. You're like, you know, I'm getting to a point that's kind of out of order, so it kind of like it's out of context. But let's go to these other clips first, and then it kind of makes sense. You see what I'm saying? So let's go to this other clip first.
I mean, I understood the video. I'm a proponent of staying where you at. I mean, especially if you got a 2.5%. But a lot of people like status. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to show off this big house, this big nice house that I got. So I'm going to go get this note that I really don't need to get in order to make everybody else be like, wow, this is a nice house. It ain't worth that.
Sometimes you have a life event you got to move. So it ain't always just I got to go find something to upgrade. Like, hey,
it ain't
we got a kid, we can't, like, the house ain't big enough. It can be anything.
Well, wasn't Corey Smith the person that said a few episodes back, and yeah, I don't forget nothing, that if you got it, go ahead and spin it.
You say that, Corey?
I don't think I said that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, where the producers at? Run the tape back. Run the tape back. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember that. Hey, anybody that know me know I'm the last person to be like, if you got it, spend it. Go ahead and trick it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that guy. So I know I ain't say that.
Right.
So you know, it's all good. But you know what I'm saying? My thing is this, you know what I'm saying, is that if you actually have no house payment, everybody's biggest life expense. When people get ready to go for retirement, their biggest goal that they want to accomplish is making sure that their house is paid off. And if you can do that at a younger age to make sure that your house is paid off instead of going to get something else, to me, why not do that? I'd rather do that, go ahead and pay it off and go travel the world. Or, you know what I'm saying, get a vacation home or something that's going to pay for itself.
I got to scratch my head. This sounded strikingly familiar. Is there something I said a few podcasts ago about I want to pay mine off? Nah, you go ahead and cash that thing out, B, and go ahead and put your 2-3 more in there. Didn't somebody say that a few podcasts ago?
No, I think you're trying to twist it, B. You know what I'm saying, to make a point. That's the point. You know what I'm saying? I think you're trying to twist it. What we were trying to tell you is pay it off, get you a HELOC, and then use that to invest in other properties. That's all.
You still owe. You still owe.
No. B, come on now. You know, if you get a HELOC, you don't owe anything until you use that money. Okay. If you don't see an investment, you don't owe anything, right?
Gotcha.
So okay. Okay, so we on the same page. Walk that back, B. Walk it. Okay, that's all.
Why would you get a HELOC?
I had to refresh your point right there. Hey, but look, B. If you never see an investment, you don't owe anything. You know what I'm saying? You don't owe anything. Your house is paid off.
But why would
property tax and insurance? That's it.
Why would you get a HELOC and not use it? And don't you have 12 months to do a draw?
No, you ain't got no 12 months to do a draw.
You don't have 12 months to do a draw. You can hold that open indefinitely.
Do your research, B. It's open for 10. It's open for 10 to 20 years, depending on
Right,
what
that's if you use it. But if you don't use it,
you don't have to use it, B. There's no monthly fee on that. It's against your house. Use it whenever you get ready to.
I get that, but don't you have a certain amount of time to make a draw on that?
There is no requirement. They're going to require you to do a draw up front. Then when you pay that money right back, because I'm saying there is no stipulation on paying that money right back, B.
Okay, I got you. So you use the each layer. You got to do another stipulation. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, here's the thing. I had one of my closest friends called me about 2 weeks ago. He's a fireman, and the city of Houston, they've been battling the city of Houston to get a higher pay wage and get back pay.
Finally got paid.
They got paid, or they approved their payment.
Yeah, it's been approved. Yeah.
Right after that, the mayor said we broke.
Yeah. Okay. So when my boy called me, he was like, should I pay off my house if I get this money? And for me, just knowing what I believe, being in the industry that we've been in for so long, and being where we are, he has, just to give you context, he has a daughter in college and he has a daughter in high school. And I say, well, look, man, if you take this money, I know you're going to set up the daughter that's coming up, that's going to graduate high school in 3 years. You're going to have her set. I know you're just really tired of working so hard to make that payment every month. But once you make that payment every month, then what? Once you pay it off, then what? You're just going to sit back and relax? But then you don't have an opportunity to grow and have more for the girls and your grandchildren and great grandchildren. So my advice to him was like, nah, I wouldn't pay it off. I would take the money and go buy something else to allow you to offset that payment. And now you have another asset that's helping you pay the mortgage, if not paying the whole thing. You still have some money to take care of baby girl who's going to get ready to go to college. And you've done a better asset for yourself because you're not making that mortgage payment. And he was like, well, I'm really just not sure, because he just doesn't like that big payment that he has to pay every month. And I'm like, I totally understand, though. But coming from where I come from and where he's from, the same hood I'm from, yes, you don't want that big bill. But if you're only gonna, I preface it by saying this, in everybody's lifetime, they're only gonna get a massive amount of once, maybe twice. And whatever you do with it that once or twice can set you up and set your next generation up. And I was trying to encourage him to say, look, get the money, do some things with it, invest in it to create some other things to keep helping you pay off that house. But yeah, you have another asset that's still paying you as well. So I'm not a big component of paying off your house.
Now, I'd say either that or pay off some other debt with a higher rate.
I'm not a big component of paying off debt either. I'm like, go buy something that's gonna make you more money. But when you get that call from somebody who trusts you, it's like, fuck, all this stuff I talk about real estate. Like, damn. Okay, I gotta stand on what I believe. And I just told him, hey man, don't pay that off. Keep the money, put some money up for the college. Go buy your asset that can help you pay for it. And eventually, if you hold that asset long enough, it's gonna pay off your house anyway. But now it's less pressure on you to do other things, and now you have another asset that's making you even more money. So no, don't go pay off your house. Go get some money out of it if you want to, and create another opportunity to make more money.
Man, I'm gonna shoot my own shot, man. If I do, it's gonna be something. You already know. If I make that leap, it's gonna be something that it's strictly for investment purposes. But if not, I'm gonna go ahead and be on my same path I was on until that time. You know, I wouldn't use that unless I had to. Huh? So let's go ahead with this next one.
Says, I want money, lots and lots of money.
Where your cigar at? Where your cigar at, B?
You mean be inside today. We talking about Barry B. Barry B inside today.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm inside today.
He in those.
Inherited.
Like
that ain't happening for you.
I see you drinking that. You ain't drinking that big body wine today, CJ. So you ain't gonna have no good jokes tonight.
Hey,
You do not have, my friend, patience,
honey
power, or quite opposite, the intellect to steal anything of substance and keep it. So, 3. Work really, really fucking hard. You learn. You fail. Learn more, fail more. And don't let anyone outwork you. Ever. There's only 4 ways to get rich, kid. 4. That's it. 1. Inherit it. That ain't happening for you. 2. You steal it. You do not have, my friend, the patience, the power, or quite honestly, the intellect to steal anything of substance and keep it. So, 3.
Damn.
Work really, really fucking hard. You learn. You fail. Learn more, fail more. And don't let anyone outwork you.
All right, I had to run it back because y'all talking about the beginning.
Hey, I watched that show. That show.
Was there 4?
Hey, that was, you ever seen that show Yellowstone, dog?
See, this dude is the master of misdirection. Let me.
Hey, look. I've seen a couple of episodes. That shit is actually pretty good.
That show was great. That is a really good show. Hey, that chick that was talking back. She was cold. She was a cold white chick, 100%.
She's a good actor on everything that she do. But you know what I'm saying?
And she was 100% right about what she said.
All right, cool. So, 2 questions.
Barry got daddy daycare going on over there. Got daddy daycare going on there.
Daddy. See what I gotta put on week.
I hear you, man.
See what I gotta put on.
I
should have went outside.
We all got kids, Barry. No judgment over here, brother.
No, whatsoever.
Trust me.
Hey,
no judgment.
I see them scrambling for the mute button.
Yeah, you saw him looking for
it. I was getting ready to say something that was ungodlike.
Oh man.
Hey, it's a family show.
Hey, so 2 things on that clip. So your reaction, and then what do you think will be number 4? Because she didn't put number 4 on there.
She did say number 4.
Okay.
She said inherit it, steal it, work really hard,
inherit it,
and then
inherit
fail.
it, steal it,
and work for it.
And work fucking hard. She never got
work hard, but then I guess it was 3A, which is fail and keep working, and then don't let anybody outwork.
Don't let anybody outwork you.
That's what
the
saying.
That was like a 3A and B instead of a 4.
Yeah.
Modify on the fly.
All right. Well, what you would say be the add to that, and then B, what would your natural reaction to that?
Shoot, you don't even really got to work hard. You got to work smart though.
Right. I was.
I believe that. Work smart. Yeah.
Oh man. Hold up, man. Hold up.
Now you gotta be disciplined. I say that. You gotta have the right habits.
Right.
But you ain't just gotta kill it and where you barely like getting rest and all that all day every day. You ain't gotta do that no more. It's all about networks. It's all about leverage.
Somewhat. And that's why I put this clip. I'll let Corey react before I get to the to my reaction to it.
Damn, you gonna let Barry B react? Yeah,
he on mute right now.
Oh,
I'm back. I'm here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I like the work smart. Yeah, I mean,
well, work smart was the one. What the question was, add. You know, what would you add to it, and then what was your reaction to it?
What would I add?
Yeah, so add is inherit, steal, or work hard. And she didn't really say a 4, but you know, if y'all want to count that as a 4, well, what would you add to the? What would you be 5th then?
I mean, I like the conversation though, because she kept it 100 with him. Like, you ain't gonna be able to steal nothing.
Correct.
You ain't inheriting nothing. So it's these last 2.
Right.
So again, what would you?
So let's get your mind right now. Wrap your mind around this right now.
What would you add to it, and what would be your reaction to it?
So my reaction to it is, you know what I'm saying, I think it's a conversation that I think is an old school conversation, not a new school conversation. I think a new school conversation, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people want to sugarcoat things for kids. And that makes them soft, and then that doesn't give them a perception of reality. Right. I think what she did is kept it real 100%. And she let him know, like, hey, look, these are your options 1 and 2, but they're really not your options. You know what I'm saying? Like, these don't fit you. And I think, you know what I'm saying, you have to talk to a kid real like that for them to understand. I think anything that you do, even if you are working smart, you still have to work hard to a certain degree. Anybody that you've talked to, anybody on Shark Tank that you heard their interviews or whatever the case may be, anybody that you've heard that do an interview that's rich now have worked their ass off when they first started. They work their ass off, then eventually they get leverage to get people to work for them. Now they're working smarter, not harder. But I think in those beginning stages, when you're trying to develop something, you have to work your ass off. There's no way around it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. You definitely got to build up your skill base.
And here's
whatever that entails. It may not.
So here's the thing, guys. We got to stop talking about not working hard. And just because we think working hard consists of us physically digging ditches and pulling groceries and working in a warehouse. Even when you're working smarter, having leverage, it's still hard work to decide who do I put in what position. Because at the end of the day, the decision that you make, you got to live with that decision, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. And that's very hard to make the right decision about the right personnel to put in the right position. So
But
working hard.
That's what she was saying. Like fail. Like you're gonna fail. You ain't gonna.
You're gonna fail. I don't get it. That's very true. That's very true.
But you're gonna learn more when you fail versus the success that you have.
Yeah, experience is the best teacher. And
For sure.
like we talked about
For
before,
sure.
all these companies, they don't even care about degrees no more. You got the experience to rock it with you.
Correct.
So you got to build up your high income earning skills, and whatever that entails, you got to make it happen.
And also, like you said, Hyman, working hard doesn't necessarily mean physical either.
Nah, not no more, man.
You know,
I mean,
I
I
remember,
enjoy getting out there sweating nowadays since I work so much with the brain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, getting out and driving around, going to homes, doing presentations or door knocking. I mean, you're working hard. You know, so it's not necessarily going in, like physical labor, like you going working at UPS or something, loading a truck.
Yeah,
that's not necessarily working hard, but not just sitting around waiting for something to happen.
No,
I'll wait till y'all yield the floor. Y'all yield the floor yet?
Yield.
Yeah, because I just hope I get the same respect and not get cut off. So
I want money, lots and lots of money.
I'm gonna have to mute this.
I want the pie in the sky.
Please mute him. I want to see this. Mute him.
You better not, man.
You guys, the master of disruption. You know what I mean?
Well, it's own thing. We say we want money, want lots and lots of money. I wanted to play the song for you just so we can jam out to it. That old 80s song.
So the question was, what would you add to it, and what's your reaction to it? So just to give my 2 cents before we go to the next clip, I want to go in. I would add to it. Not saying I don't necessarily disagree with her, but I would say I agree and I disagree at the same time with what she said. I would say the fourth thing, or the eighth thing I would add to it, if you consider that those four, would be to find your purpose, live in your purpose, and you never work a day in your life. So when you on your divine purpose, everything gonna come. I don't want to say it will come easy, but is everything gonna fall into place for you because you living on what you're supposed to be on this earth to do. So if you vibrate to that frequency, boom, it's like Mega Man. Back in the day, you playing a video game and I need this gun to shoot through this next level. Boom, all of a sudden you look up, that gun is gonna be there. Bam, and you're able to shoot through that next level. So when you're in your purpose and you walk on, you live in what you say you believe in, you live in faith, then everything, there should be no work. It should become natural to you. It should be.
That sounds good, but you tell a kid that, and let's say Jeff Bezos, for example, with Amazon, you taking L's for 13 years?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, try to tell a kid that. They be like, I'm gonna keep trying to shoot this jump shot or get this album out.
I think that's the thing, is that people struggle with their purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I think
that's really hard to identify what your purpose is.
That's a true statement.
That is very hard to identify what that is.
Especially when kids are young, you know what I'm saying? They struggle with what their purpose is, what they like to do.
Right.
Let's not even say young. Let's even say middle age. Sometimes they get a job and they just work, and it's meeting their means. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot, they have
we can use B's analogy is you at the bottom or you at the top. A person that's meeting their means technically is really at the bottom, because based on who they are and where they are in their life, they're not where they should be based on the income, right?
Well, I think, and what I've been seeing is that just like that movie Frequencies, I think if you work with the universe and the universe works for you, it's called universe. And then is Latin for one. So if you understand what this is, a lot of people work against themselves. And it's to the overarching theme of what I'm trying to say is that a lot of people, you can create whatever you want to create. A lot of people create struggle because that's what they want to experience. If you want to experience abundance, you want to experience luxury, there's nothing that's stopping you.
But at the same time, people are okay with complacency. And
right, but that's what they want to experience.
Yeah, but who the hell wants to experience struggle?
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with that. Not
intentionally.
Yeah, intentionally. If I continue drawing in pencil, would it be safe to say that I want to see a black and white drawing?
Let's say
if it's a color pencil, you ain't even looking at no black and white.
I got an array of stuff that I want to on my desk right now.
Let's change it up.
Don't fall for it, Corey. Don't fall for it.
And let's change it up real quick. Let's say, for example, you know somebody that want to be in a relationship, but they always sabotage.
Right.
When they in a good one.
Sabotage.
That's a great one. That's a great one. I want to attack.
I don't know people like that.
We all know people like that. But if the only thing they've ever known was toxic or bad, then that's all they know. That's all they know. So if we go back to B's analogy about painting with the color, if the only color they see because they colorblind is that black and white pencil, because that's all they know and that's all they see, then that's it.
No, but it ain't all what they know, all they see. That's them.
But okay, so that's a great example. That's a great example. See, but the question is that are they doing it consciously? Am I consciously sabotaging this relationship, or do I need to go to, you know what I'm saying, a therapist, and a therapist help me figure that out?
Yeah, that's all we talking about.
So, but I think what B, well, to me, you know what I'm saying, what I understand, B saying that I am, in your example, I am sabotaging this on purpose. I know exactly what I'm doing, and I'm sabotaging this on purpose because of what I know.
Right.
That's what B said.
Subconsciously.
And I don't think nobody does that.
Subconsciously, they do.
Because they do that because that's all they know.
Yeah.
Because they know nothing different. They have not seen nothing different. They haven't experienced anything different. No one is there in their circle to help them see something different.
But that doesn't.
But once they see something different, they do something different, right?
That based on that analogy,
I'm gonna tell you where your argument is flawed. Before I purchased one, I've never experienced a Range Rover. That didn't stop me from getting one. Just because I never experienced it. You know, and I never seen one. I never sat in one and never rode in one in real life. But I went and got one.
What? What does that have to do with what we're talking about, B?
So you saying by Hyman's logic, he's saying just because I've never seen it and I never experienced, that means I can't strive for it and I can't get it.
That's not to say you can't strive for it and can't get it. A car is not on the same level as a relationship or building wealth. I don't think it is.
Around it. I've never been around it, so therefore I can't get it.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm not aware of it. Is that not what you said?
That's what I said in contrast to the analogy of a relationship and wealth.
But you've seen the Brady Bunch. You've seen My Fair Lady, or what? You've seen TV with functional relationship. You choose to have a dysfunctional relationship.
You can see, okay, the My Fair Lady and the Brady Bunch is 30 minutes, but in your household for 23 and a half hours of the day, you see your daddy going upside against your mama's head. You're gonna see that more than you see the Brady Bunch.
But it's still choices. You can't say that I'm unaware of functional relationships.
I mean, I see where you're coming from, B.
Yeah, we had the Cosby Show.
I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm coming from a product of, I don't have a problem with being transparent. I come from a single family home. I come from seeing abuse on my mom. I've seen that. that made my relationship with my wife and my family a lot different because I wanted it to be different.
That negates your
Right.
argument.
Right.
Because I wanted it to be different. But then I learned that at the end of the day, that does not mean that my relationship was not abusive in a physical
You're
form.
proving my point. You're negating your point. Thank you.
Listen to me, man. I'm trying to be transparent, dog. You too busy trying to be say it from a Barry B.
Philosophical.
Thank you. I'm trying to show you some real things about men in our lifetime coming from different households. I come from a single parent household. I come from the bottom, like you're talking about. I come from all of that. So I can speak to this in a form of getting around the right people at the right time in your life will make a big ass difference.
I don't disagree with that, but
period.
Your argument was that since I don't know about it and I haven't been around it, that therefore
you chose to put a car in a situation that's an inanimate object, dog. I've seen cats who work overtime just to go buy the car. But that didn't change their demeanor, that didn't change their mentality, didn't change their attitude about being better in life.
All right, so let's skip the car. Would this be better?
Yeah, sure. I mean, go whatever you choose. Put in that B.
Let me find laser point this thing. This is the nutshell. This might not be for the panel, however, this might be for someone that's out there listening. Let me laser beam this thing. The definition of avatar before they changed it was a god manifests itself in a physical form. And a lot of people play these roles that we're taught by society that we should be. We should be a nigga. We should be this. We should be that. And you play that role, and you tell yourself that's what I should be because that's what I see. However, I could be whatever I want to be. I could be whatever I choose to be. I could be whatever I put my mind to. That's the truth. But a lot of people don't recognize the truth. And the truth will make you free. So you playing this role because you want to play. You want to be a real ninja. I'm from the hood. I'm from this. So who cares? What's the outcome that you want? And what are you doing to get it? So just because I'm this and that shouldn't dictate your future unless you wanted to.
Hey,
Barry,
when you know better, you do better.
Barry knew Invictus. What's the last part? I'm the master of my fate. I'm the captain of my soul.
I'm the master of my fate. I'm the captain of my soul.
Right. So you want again, and this is our problem with a nutshell. We play this because I'm this, because I'm that, I'm this and that. Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. What are the outcomes? What are the outcomes that you really want? If you really want that, show us. You don't get no extra points.
And what Ghetto Boy said, the world is a ghetto.
Right. So
show your
hood. I'm from a hood, the whole city. Who cares?
What hood are you from, B?
I'm from New Orleans.
Nah, you said what hood are you from, B?
I'm from the West Bank.
The West Bank?
Yeah.
I thought you were people from a little town out in Louisiana.
From the 113th ward.
Huh?
113th ward. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I mean, but that doesn't define me.
How did you come up? Hey,
if that define me, I'll be talking, yeah, was that you heard me? Yeah, I'm can't.
What was that defining moment to get you where you were?
I chose not to. I chose not to become my environment.
You came to Texas. Stop playing.
Nah, you could.
I'm getting around from around you ninjas.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to Texas.
Over here.
I'm going to Texas to ride some horses. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something better with my life.
I could pull up footage from me in the early 2000s. I always did. People from New York. Where you from, New York? I never did carry that. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it. Yeah. Come on, man. Articulate. You know what I'm saying? So I thought it was stupid. I thought smoking was stupid. I just never did it. I thought drinking was stupid. Just never did it. I thought doing drugs was stupid. Just never did it.
Oh, there you go. I'm drinking a 1792. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
it's
choices, man. It's choices.
I don't disagree with you about
everything's a choice now.
Yeah.
But things in life shape your choices too.
Uh-oh.
What you mean?
No, tell him Barry B. Get on him. Get on him, Barry B.
Oh,
Get on him, Barry B.
we got action.
Get on him, Barry B.
Well, we all. We have choices. I mean, when we get out the bed, we have a choice. We either gonna get out the bed or we gonna stay in it. But something is shaping that choice for you to get out the bed to go do something or stay in it. So yeah, we had choices, but something. I mean, you're talking about how you grew up. It's something that was going on. You said you didn't want to get involved in that. You just saw how they were acting or how they were living and said, I don't want a part of that. So I don't
disagree with that. But what is shaping your choices? Shouldn't the choice be your faith in the most whoever you pray to and your purpose on serving him? Shouldn't that shape ultimately?
You would think so.
So with that being said, if you believe that you saved, what else should shape you? What else should where's the fear?
Oh,
are you capping?
You want me to jump on the B?
Where's the fear?
Let me jump on it right quick.
So
when it comes down to faith, hold on.
Barry.
When it comes down to your faith, now your faith is as we are taught in our faith, we are taught as children. As we grow, just like we grow as adults, from baby, toddler, teen, adult, senior. That's the same way our faith grows. Now, depending on where we are in our faith growth determines how our actions go when it comes to our faith. There are a lot of adults that still have practiced faith as a baby and a toddler, man. Got you, Barry. I got you, big dog. Don't worry about it. I got you, man.
I still don't see the rebuttal.
You don't see the rebuttal because you ain't there yet. You're so fit and dissecting the word, which I totally get it, which is a great thing. But sometimes you got to take the most basic principles in growth. Growth is a part of all of our lives, even growing in faith. Some people do not grow from a baby stage to toddler until they're in their 60s.
Gotcha. But
that is the very truth.
That gets my premise to, are they not where they want to be?
They're not.
What's
that's
stopping
faith.
You? Hold on.
That's faith.
What's stopping you growing in your faith besides yourself?
What's stopping you from growing in your faith is the inability not to see more of your scripture and more of your faith in Christ. That's going to help you, guide you there.
No.
As believers struggle there. We believe, as I'm a believer, dog, and I can tell you my struggles. I struggle there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably a teen, maybe I'm probably 12 years old in my faith.
I think you missed. Let me say it one more time. Exactly. What's stopping you besides yourself?
What's stopping us from growing besides ourselves in our faith?
Yes.
Fear.
And where fear is false information, it's appearing.
It's just fear, dog. It's fear, man. Fear, the fear of the unknown and the fear of
false evidence appearing real.
Well, hold up. The fear is not being able to control as much as you want to control as a human, and allowing God to guide you and knowing that He knows what's best for you because He already knows what's going to happen. That is our problem as believers. That's why we don't grow in our faith.
That. Let clip that.
Oh, there you want to clip me now. Oh, he want to clip me. You hear that? He want to clip me.
Now let's what I said earlier that our own self is stopping ourselves. I remember I said people don't want that smoke. They don't want that responsibility and being rich. Remember I said that? So is it not yourself that's sabotaging yourself? Is it not self-sabotage?
In becoming wealthy, yes, because they're not using the necessary principles that's available to them to become wealthy, as far as understanding the sense of how money really works in the society that you live in at that moment. Where we went financially in the 80s and 90s is different from financially in the 2000s, and financially in the 2000s is totally different from being financially in the 2020s. Yes.
You said all that to say what?
I say yes, you're right. They're not. You say you're right.
You know. So let's go to this next clip. I got like 2 or 3 clips left, man. Boom.
I got him on that faith, though, dog. What y'all think? Did I get him on the faith?
I don't know.
I was waiting to hear from Deacon Barry B. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to see what Deacon talking about.
I know Deacon.
Hear this. But you know what's blocking your motion? That E in front of motion. That effort in the wrong people. That energy in the wrong people. And see, it's leaving you on E and your car ain't got no motion. Just disappear from them people and get rich. They don't want to go. Family ain't going to be family until family on your level. They ain't got your level of money. They ain't got your level of success. They business ain't doing as good as your business doing. That's why they hating on you. You need to disappear and get rich. Focus on your shit. Work on your shit until family get on your level, until friends get on your level, man. Take that emotion and throw it away because it's blocking your motion. It's stopping your motion. It's blocking your focus. It's time for you to disappear and get rich. It's time for you to work on your shit. They'll come round when they come round. Just see if you feel like being bothered with them when they finally get what you were trying to get them at the time when you had emotions for them. That's what's blocking you, man. Your emotion. That's what's in your way. That love life, that relationship, yeah, that situationship, that friendship, ship supposed to take you places. That ship is sinking and you staying on it because you trying to hold on. You want them to come, but everybody can't go, baby. Let me tell you something. What?
All right, so what y'all think about that? Huh?
Bars. He was spitting, wasn't he?
Right. So what y'all think about that? I mean, he related it to, I'll go ahead, and then let y'all chime in while I look for the last two clips. But he related it to family and friends blocking you. But I still think it's ultimately yourself. You got to look in the mirror because, it's you that's pulling the trigger. It's you that's in the controls. It's you that's controlling everything. You stopping you. If you make up your mind, like you said, disappear. If you want to get rich, you can do that. It's promised to you. It's promised. But I think you gotta say all the stuff that people say that they believe in is cap. Because your actions show otherwise. Because if you say all this stuff is promised here on earth as it is in heaven, that's what you pray to every night on earth.
What do you pray at night, B?
Huh?
What do you pray at night, though?
Pray.
Do you believe that?
On earth as it is in heaven?
Yeah.
See, I'm on a whole nother level.
So don't. Hey, hold. Let me stop you right there. Don't quote something that you just don't really believe, though. You can't use the scripture. You can't use the scripture to validate a point that you don't believe in. Go ahead.
What do you mean believe?
Do you believe that?
What does believe mean?
Do you believe that, B? You said whatever is on heaven is on earth. You know what I'm saying? Do you believe that? And you said, do you believe that statement that you gave? My bad. I probably said it right. I didn't say it right. Do you believe what you just said?
You said on earth as it is
is in heaven. Do you believe that?
Depends on what you're talking about.
Oh, no, don't give me that, dog.
Here's
the caveat. Don't quote the scripture that you don't believe in, big dog. You can't use the scripture when you feel like it makes sense for you to validate your point. That's coming from a true believer, big dog.
Are you really a believer? Let's get you.
I'm truly a believer, man.
What do you believe in?
I believe Jesus Christ died for my sins, homeboy.
Okay.
I get gangster with homeboy. He rose in 3 days, homeboy. His blood washed me white as snow, homeboy.
What is
what you believe?
We turned this into a Bible study. This is
he want to use the scripture.
This is an aggressive Bible study.
He likes to use the scripture to dictate his beliefs, but he don't believe the scripture like that. He believes the scripture to a point of to quote his literal thought process, philosophical. Say it from Barry one time.
Yes. All right. So what does believe mean? You ducked the question.
What I thought. See what I'm saying? You see what does believe mean? He wants to break down the word believe. Go ahead and break down the word believe, B.
No,
I have no problem with you
saying
you can break. I can tell you, I believe.
You're asking me a question, so
I believe. Do you believe? Do you believe that Jesus Christ died for your sins?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so don't use my scripture in your statements no more, man, because you don't believe that.
Right.
For real, that's 100.
All right.
You can't use my scripture when you don't believe.
I'm gonna tell you how you don't believe that too.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, we ain't got time for this, man.
We ain't got time.
He has been using this. Hold up. He has been using the scripture since we started this podcast.
You're poking the bear.
Validate his thoughts, but he don't believe in the
poking the bear. You must don't see these. You must don't see these degrees in the back of you.
I don't care about a degree. A degree ain't about a piece of paper. Where your heart at, man? Like I said, do you believe Jesus Christ died for your sins and rose 3 days? If you can tell me that, I'm all right, cool. Go ahead, go do your thing, B.
Right. See,
But if you can't tell me that, you I'm gonna put you like this: you ain't nothing but the Pharisees that's in a different time, homeboy.
Right.
Damn.
But those who know the scripture know what I mean.
Right. No.
See, look at Bear B don't want to say nothing. He ain't nothing but the Pharisees that
Barry
just know
B
how to
know,
quote the scripture.
Barry B know exactly what you just said. I gotta Google it. I gotta look you up. I gotta look you up.
Barry's like, hey, I just
The
got
Pharisees,
my
the Pharisees were the biggest component against Christ because they were too busy quoting the law for word and understood how to dissect the law, but they didn't have the law in their heart. There you're right there. B can dissect the word like it ain't nobody's business, but it ain't in his heart. It ain't the scripture. Ain't, the word ain't written on his heart. You just said it. I asked you, do you believe that Jesus Christ died for your sins? Just say yes or no.
Hey, Farrakhan don't believe it, and he say it.
Farrakhan is a Muslim. I don't care about Farrakhan.
So let me ask you.
He's a Muslim. I don't care about that.
So let me ask you this. All right.
Nah, you ain't gotta ask me that because you don't believe what I believe, big dog.
Right,
You just trying to prove.
If I can't get a word out of it, I'm kicking you off the show.
Shit, you don't gotta do that. I can click myself off the show, big dog.
Click yourself off the show.
You know?
But anyway, I ain't got time for this foolishness. You know what I'm saying?
Lord have mercy.
You know?
Lord have mercy.
Hey, it's about to be another diss record out here tonight.
Right, shit. Hey, look, you wasn't lying about your analogy. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar and Drake up in this beat. Huh?
Right, I ain't got time for this foolishness. If I can't define what you talking about, man, like I said, you know, you talking to a scholar here, so you gotta be more specific. You know, and then you can't do no Reverend Pork Chop with me. Come on. You know, I'm not used to knock these boys, them type of boys out as a teenager. Come on, man. I don't argue. I don't argue with fools. A wise man don't argue with fools because from distance you can't tell a difference.
Man, let's go to this video, man.
Right. Hold on, I ain't got it set up yet.
Man, rating's finna go through the roof. Rating's finna go through the roof on this joint. You know what I'm saying? Look at that.
Really, well, this ain't a religious show. You going to the wrong.
Go through the roof.
Yeah, you know, and we're not talking religion. Now you gonna tell me what's in my heart and what I can say, what I can't say. Come on, man. You gonna stop me from saying it? Come on. Now we talking physical. You know, so that's that's the problem with a lot of people. They will take their way is the only way. Come on, knock it off.
I blame Deacon Barry B, man. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to step in and
Barry
stop
B
that.
fault.
You know what I'm saying? Barry B fault. He supposed to step in and stop that.
I wasn't even here. I had to leave the room. I wasn't even in here. When I get back, I'm going off.
You see what happened when you leave there?
Huh? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Shit go haywire when you leave, B.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I came back to a firestorm.
I mean, people got to take their ego out of shit, man. Like I said, it's all egoic. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna beat you down. You know what I'm saying? With your All right, let me go to the next clip here. Come on, man. What am I, 12? You know what I mean?
$50,000 per year, and I want to get rich. What do I do?
$50,000 a year, 100% never going to be enough. Even if you're saving 20% of your income, that's only $10,000 a year. So what's that going to amount to in a 401k or an IRA? You're basically financially screwed, but no one has the courtesy to tell you. Instead, you need side hustles, you need side income, and not just one or two. Some side hustles are powerful enough to entirely erase your job, because I've got people doing side hustles that are making $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year, and $1 million a year. If you want to know what those side hustles are, I've got 3 brand new ones that are killing it in this recession right now that produce maximum cash flow. If you want to know how to make the easiest money with only 1 to 2 hours a day and working from home, and all you need is the internet, then you're going to want to click the link in bio. Join me on June 22nd. I'm going to go live with you for 2 hours. I'm going to show you my favorite side hustles. I'm going to do live Q&A at the end. I'm going to show you how to crush this recession.
Gotcha. So I know you got a lot of these gurus and stuff like that. Let's play the last clip. I'm gonna go ahead and run it back to back.
Them out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and run it back to back so we could get the last thoughts here.
Get that side hustle, man. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about working hard, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to do an 8-hour shift and then get home and do some more work.
Right.
Cats ain't trying to do that.
Nope. Yeah, you better.
They better. You know what I'm saying? Look.
Let me run this last one. Then we can go from there.
When you meet someone with a net worth of between $1 and $10 million, you may be surprised by something. This group isn't flaunting their wealth. They're the ones shopping for clothes at ordinary stores, wearing simple attire, and taking nice vacations without broadcasting every moment on social media. Their holiday gifts are thoughtful yet modest. Their cars are reliable but not flashy. Think pre-owned Camry or well-kept older pickup truck. And while the valet may not bat an eye at their ride, he'll remember their generous tips, because these individuals have accumulated their wealth not to impress others, but because they've lived a life on their own terms for their families and themselves. They've learned that true freedom comes when you stop caring about the opinions of others, leading to smarter choices and a lifestyle that's rich in more ways than one. This approach might just be the secret to building that first level of substantial wealth. This is the business guy. When you meet someone with a net worth of between $1 and $10 million.
All right, bam. I'll let y'all react to them two right there.
Couldn't
Oh,
agree
yeah, that's
more.
facts.
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more.
Like,
I
the
think
wealthy,
what Jip said.
the wealthy folks, you won't know they're wealthy by looking at
Correct.
them.
But I think, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to that, you know what I'm saying, to me, my opinion, you know what I'm saying, it's a cultural thing. Because I think, you know what I'm saying, if you talk to somebody that's in our culture and they're making that type of money, you know what I'm saying, they're a little bit more flashier than maybe a Caucasian culture. You know what I'm saying? A Caucasian culture, you know what I'm saying, they'll look like they're homeless. But you know what I'm saying, they got $10 million inside the account. When we get money, you know what I'm saying, we gotta make sure, not even $1 million. We gotta make sure, you know what I'm saying, everybody know that we getting money.
Yeah, you're gonna see the Louis and the
You're gonna see, you're gonna see the Louis, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see the Bentley and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see the money flashing. But either way, you know what I'm saying, I think making smart financial choices is the bottom line to it.
Gotcha. For this last clip, I wanted to play a little bit of that Winners and Losers, the old school one. But yeah, go ahead. I'll let everybody react before I go.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. That I see, money is quiet and broke is flashy.
Facts. Facts.
I mean,
that's exactly what it is. And then you know what I'm saying, I think when you're young, you start to feel, and then look, I have no judgment against that, because once you get to a point where you get to a certain status, you want to feel that status. No problems against that. But you know what I'm saying, any times that threatens your financial stability, then it becomes a problem. But I think for, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, hey, look, I'm making 6 figures now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody need to see I'm making 6 figures. Then when the market turns, now you upside down. Now everybody's seeing, okay, well, look, he wasn't making the money he was claiming to make, or he wasn't doing, or saving or doing what he said he was going to do.
Right.
Yeah, look, it's a difference between being rich and being wealthy.
Facts.
Yes,
absolutely.
Let me see if this is it. Well, let me see how much wisdom that boy got, man. I'm just a random clip.
Mm-hmm.
Most major labels thought it was too profane to put it on their label, so he pressed it up himself and put it out himself until the numbers start moving. Then somebody picked him up. Same thing with his film. He discovered, man, I could put this on film and make even more money. Nobody would give him a chance at that, so he put the film out himself, independent, took all his money and bet on himself. That wound up blowing. So my point is, he willed everything into existence, as opposed to everybody, wanting to have the actual, the luck, just the one shot. And I did one thing just because I could do it. Somebody's going to cut me a check for $1 million. That's not how this works. Everything is your will. You got to will it into existence, and you have to have these working tools like my book in order to do so. Your will, meaning that I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done. That's what will means.
I know you ain't about to play this whole 30-something minutes.
Oh, no. Just showing you like I had a part in that self-sabotage. I don't know where it's at, but We'll read the last comment. Cloud with TJ said, man, that's why I never argue with religious people. They are crazy, bro, especially black religious people. I concur, man. I mean, I stopped arguing as a teenager, man. Like, man, they don't believe. How you gonna beat me and just beat me down and make me believe what you believe? That's what you believe. Then what is belief? Belief means, if you look at the etymology of the word belief, that means to spread the lie. You know, you should. I only know certain things. You know, so you know, knowledge. You're supposed to have knowledge, man. Know the ledge, man. So I know certain things. I stopped believing in certain things. You got to start. You got to take it a degree further and start knowing certain things. The things I know, you know, is further than belief. Belief means you there's a chance that this might not be true. If you look at it in a nutshell, if you look at the word, you know, you look at the etymology of the word. So, but no, I don't argue with people, man. That's your thing. That's what you do, and you can't beat me down. And this is the part I never got. Maybe Corey and Barry, because me and CJ kind of similar as far as frequency. This is the part I never got. Just because if we watch a movie together, we all watch a movie together, and you see it one way and I see it the other way, that means we can't watch movies no more?
No, I think you're saying when you watch a movie or read a book or whatever the case may be, everybody's interpretation is different according to what they saw or what they read, according to what they background experiences are. You know what I'm saying? But it makes for a great conversation. Like, maybe I didn't see it your way, but you tell me your way. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I didn't see it that way, but now I see what you're saying.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? I mean, I think it's valuable that everybody has different opinion about books, movies, whatever.
That's how it's set up. Everything has different angles. So we never gonna see it. We can have something happens right now. All of us gonna have different versions of what happened.
Absolutely. Hey, look, it's been plenty of times where a fight broke out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody saw it 100% different ways. When you talk to 50 different people, you're gonna get 50 different interpretations about what happened.
That's the way this thing's set up. Once you understand that, why are you trying to get somebody to see things that your way is the only way? You know, I think whatever works for you, do your thing. I'm never gonna knock what you know. In fact, I don't even care, because your lips will say one thing. Show me. A lot of people is lip professors. I don't want to hear that you're a follower. Show me a follower, because you should be. If I should see you in him. If I don't see you in him, you might be capped.
That's facts. People say a lot of things and walk a different walk.
Show me. Now I could make the argument that I'm more of a follower. Do you see me drink, smoke? You know what I'm saying? Do you see me do anything in any of this shit?
Hell no. We're gonna get you a cigar, B. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get you a cigar and a drink up in there. Don't worry about it.
Hey, this was water.
Right. You know, don't you see me walking on water, man? Every week, walking on faith. You know, making shit happen, making $1 out of 15 cents. So it's argument. What you talking about? There's layers to this. It's all about interpretation. And I don't argue on the surface level. You know, especially you admitted yourself that you're not aware of stuff. Like, man, there's several different levels of this thing. And you got to first thing understand the language. I would say that's first. If you don't understand the language, there's no argument to this. We can't talk on that. So I try to stay away from that, because what is the third rails is religion, politics, and sex.
The third rails?
Yeah, third rail that's where you get electrocuted.
What?
Yeah, it is the third rail on the subways in New York. You touch that rail, you get electrocuted.
Oh,
never been to New York, so I couldn't even.
New York, Chicago, those metro systems. That third rail is the one that's hot. So you touch that,
I've seen several videos about, you know what I'm saying, people that's drunk that fell on them rails.
Right.
I don't know if they touched the third rail or not.
Right.
They was able to get up out that joint.
Yeah, it used to be the third rail. You touch that you get shocked. But that's what I'm saying. The analogy, that's the old cliche, man. That third rail is religion, politics, and sex. That's the shock thing. You want to kind of stay away from it if you don't want that effect.
Oh yeah, religion and politics, most definitely. You definitely gotta watch those two.
Right. So I don't really ask a man his beliefs because I want to see it. Show me. Yeah. And it really don't matter. It don't matter what your lips say.
That's
feel what I'm saying?
facts.
Yeah.
Show me your actions.
Show me you're a good dude.
Show me your actions.
That's all I care about. You know what I mean? You can say a whole lot of stuff. The ones that be saying that though, that be the rottenest ones. You feel what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
Because it's easy to say something. You feel me? So, but like I said, man, we'll see y'all next week, man. On that note.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?